Welcome to Tina Tries. Do you like relaxing? Do you like playing video games? Then this Mario-inspired bonsai tree is for you. No green thumb required. I'll show you how to make your very own next on Tina Tries. Today's Zen project is just what Dr. Mario ordered. This file is by 3D Stamp J and can be found on MakerWorld. This was printed on an H2C, an H2D, an X1 Carbon, and an A1 Mini. I used brown, lime green, white, and black PETG, as well as red, tan, green, and yellow PLA. This took just over 31 hours to print and used 912 grams of filament. You'll also need some Miter Apples CA glue with the activator spray and a hammer. As usual, I'll link everything in the description below. Let's check out the build. Here are the printed pieces. Let's assemble this Mario bonsai tree. There are no instructions for putting this together. It should be fairly straightforward, so let's get to it. I am going to use Miter Apple with the activator spray for this. First step, I am going to glue the brown part of the base onto the green part of the base. There are cutouts in the bottom. There's a circle and a square, and there are the matching shapes on the brown part of the base. So all we have to do is match them up and glue them together. There's a lot of surface area here, so I'm gonna load it up with glue and then we'll spray it. Hopefully I won't have any leaking out, but we'll see how it goes. Slide the two pieces together. And we don't have any glue leaking out, so that's awesome. I am going to spray it upside down so that I can press down on the base and make sure that they are as firmly together as they can be. And there we have the two halves of our base together. Next up, we are going to glue our sand into our base. On the base, there is a little notch here, and on the sand, there is a little notch here. So that is how we know how to align the sand. We're gonna match up the notches and glue this down. Press it all the way down and spray. And there we have our sand. I'm gonna set that aside for a minute and we are going to assemble the trunk of our tree. So on the tree trunks, on the inside, there are 5 holes and we have 5 little pegs that are gonna go into these holes, and that is going to help hold the tree trunk together. So we're just gonna fit the little pegs inside the holes on one of the tree trunks, and then we will put it together with some glue to the other half of the tree trunk. If I can get these in, might need some help. Let's see if this helps. I don't know about these. Wow, these do not want to go in. I may just glue this together without the pegs. The pegs do not fit, so I am gonna say don't bother printing those. They're too big. I am just going to glue the two halves of the tree together. Let's do that. There we have our tree trunk. I definitely recommend not using those pegs at all. They don't fit, and it was more of a pain than it was actually going to be worth. Just glue your two halves of the tree together, line it up as well as you can, and it will work out just fine. Next, we're going to put all of the little white dots onto Toad's head here. So the ones on the side have a notch sticking out of them, and then the 4 white dots that go around the sides have a notch cut out of the back. The top one does not have that notch, so you know that the one without the notch on the bottom is gonna go in the top. And we're just gonna glue these into place and spray them. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the 4 dots on the side, making sure to line up the notch on the inside with the notch on the dot. And there we have all of the little dots. Next, we're going to put his eyes in. So his eyes on the top edge are angled, and that is to account for the curvature of his face. So you want the taller end of his eye to be facing toward the middle of his face. I'm just gonna put some glue on the back side of his eye and slide it in. And you're just gonna push it all the way down, and it should, if you put it in the correct way, be flush with his face. Let's do the other eye. And there we go. There we have Toad's eyes. I think you could probably get away with not gluing those. They are in there really snugly. Next, let's glue the top of Toad onto his head. This has a notch there and a notch cut out on his head. So we are going to put some glue on there and slide them together with the notches matching up. It's a little bit tricky to get that piece to line up at the right angle so that his top goes onto his head all the way. But once you get the alignment, you should be good to go. Next up, we are going to glue the question mark onto our block here. And there we have our question mark block. Now we are going to glue our question mark block into the middle square of our base. So this is just gonna slide right in there. I am only going to put glue around the edges here because it's hollow on the inside, and if we put glue here, that's just a waste of glue because it's not touching anything. So I'm gonna put glue on the back of the question mark block and pop that in. Make sure your question mark is facing the right direction. So there's our question mark block. Next, we're gonna put the little bricks into the front here as well. So there's a double brick that's gonna go on this side and a single brick which will go on that side. I am gonna put glue on the back of these. These are not hollow in the middle, so we're just gonna load up the back and pop those into place. One side goes in, but not the other. Let's see. Let's try to tap it with the hammer. This brick, at least, does not need glue. That is a super snug fit, and it required a hammer to get that one in. Just tap it gently, and you should be able to get it in there without breaking it. Let's see how the double brick goes. Oh, and it's gonna be the same thing. Whew, okay. There's our double brick. Definitely does not need glue, definitely needs a hammer. Next up, we are going to glue our little pipe into place. So this has a cutout on the top where it will set in there, and I'm just gonna put some glue on the bottom and then spray it into place. And there's our pipe. Next, we're gonna glue Toad on here. He sits on there like that. I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue on the bottom of him and set him into place. Make sure you like his orientation before you spray. And there's Toad. Next up, we're gonna glue our tree into place. So this only fits in one direction. The cutout in the bottom is shaped exactly like the base of the tree. So we're going to put some glue on the bottom of the tree and pop this into place. So there's our tree trunk. And the last step is to put our little tree tops on. So on the back side of the tree trunk, there is a label on each of the branches. So we have right, top, and left. And the creator was kind enough to label each of the tree tops. So we have right, we have left, and we have top. These also have different sized holes on the bottom. So there's a bigger branch and a smaller branch on each of these, and that's how we're going to line everything up. We are gonna do the left first because there's a cutout in the trunk here, and we're gonna match this little cutout in the top of the tree. It's gonna rest right here. The big hole is gonna line up with this one and the little one here. So I'm gonna put some glue just on these pieces of the tree, and then we're gonna slide this top into place. So you're gonna put it in on an angle and then keep twisting until you get the holes lined up. So there is the left top of the tree. Next, I'm gonna do the right side, and then we'll put the top on, and then this project is all set. So again, we have a bigger hole and a smaller hole. This one is thicker than that one, so we're gonna line them up. Again, you're gonna put it in on an angle a little bit, hold it down, and then we can spray. There's the right side of our tree. And last but not least, we have the top, the big hole and the small hole. This one is bigger and this one is smaller, so just line them up, add a little glue, spray it, and we are done. And here is the completed Mario-inspired bonsai tree. It's a really clean and whimsical display piece, and the best part is there's no care required to keep this bonsai healthy. Here are my rankings for this project. Ease of printing. This one gets an 8. This one does require an AMS unless you want to do some painting on the treetops. There are no other print profiles for this project on MakerWorld, so make sure that you double check all of the built-in print settings before you start. My first prints of the tree trunks and the treetops were really rough, so I ended up smoothing out the layer lines. In Bamboo Studio, I selected each of the pieces individually that needed smoothing and clicked on the layer lines icon. Then I clicked Adaptive, which brings up this nice little chart on the right-hand side showing smoothness. Click on the Smooth button until it evens out. Then for this project, I also had to change the initial layer height to 0.2 millimeters in order to get the plate to slice correctly. The second printing after smoothing out those layer lines worked really well. I recommend not printing the pegs for the tree trunk as they don't fit and they were more trouble than they were worth. You can easily glue together the two halves of the tree trunk without using them. Ease of assembly. This one gets an 8. Getting some of these pieces together took a bit of patience and some clever angles. But otherwise, the assembly is pretty easy. You will definitely need a hammer to get the bricks situated in the base, but make sure that you are extra gentle while tapping those in so that you don't break them. Also, be mindful of the orientation of each piece before you glue them down, and you'll be all set. So for all of the Mario fans out there who also like to have a little bit of greenery in their house, this is a great and adorable project. That's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new episodes. Let me know if you'd prefer this no-hassle bonsai tree or a real one in the comment section below, and I will see you on the next one.